All right, guys, losers bracket 7.1. Game 1, best of 3. Whoever wins this moves on to face DSNF in the loser bracket finals. And DBFB, we saw them early in this tournament, and then we kind of dropped off from them. So let's see what they've learned or what they haven't. We've got Atlantico, Lenin, Prince Ido Friedrich, Massachusetts. Wait a minute, Massachusetts, that's not all in secondary. Okay, and a Julio for DBFB. What do we have for SFSO?
Weird. On SFSO, it's... I don't want to talk about it. It's 2 tier 9s and 3 tier 5s. If they... They actually sent the Georgia out wide last time they were on Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just see what we got.
Well, okay. I got, once again, Furious Octorev, interesting. And then I was looking at, I want to hone in on that Massachusetts for a second. Fido is not taking manual secondary, like the control one. Like, he's not taking the skill that actually makes the secondaries do decent damage.
And it extends their range too, does it not?
No,
he's got that range.
He's got the range extension one. He's he's not using the tier 4 one.
Accuracy.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. Which, well, okay. Very interesting. And instead he's putting that, I mean, I guess I can understand it. He's putting it into, you know, buffing his guns, essentially, if he's within secondary range. So he's trying to get within secondary range to buff his reload. And he's using one of the special captains that, you know, has buffed Gunfeeder and buffed Grease the Gears. I guess it makes sense. And then you've got the extra heal.
Well, in a secondary ship, your secondaries do less damage than you think.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to do even like, why bring a secondary ship if you're not going to? It's weird.
Yep. Yeah, it's almost like there's just not enough room in the build to allow for manual secondaries if you want the tankiness of the extra heal and stuff. Okay, see how it works. That actually might be the big brain if you think about it. You compare that to Whooper's setup, right? Yeah. Huh, okay. Well, while we've been talking about this, Revenge is doing what he did last time.
Whoa.
What?
Look at Whooper's setup.
Yeah, what about it?
He's gone for the increased fire chance for the secondaries only. Because it's an Atlantico.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Basics would have been better or whatever the...
Interesting. Yeah, like, that's...
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, here's your flanking Georgia. The only ship they're putting on the strongest place of the map is the Veribus Unitas, who hid the entirety of the last time we watched it.
Mm-hmm.
They're going super wide with both tier 9s. That is if you're gonna have your big guns, have them on the outside where they can potentially push down and get some crossfires. Again, this is the only map. There's something about this map. We're 3 minutes in. No one's been spotted. No one's been shot at.
That's good.
I mean, not in a 10-minute game. It's not. This, like, something about this map makes people very cautious.
It's the losers bracket. It's game 1. Nobody wants to be the one that screws this up royally.
Yeah, but it's happened every time we've seen it. It's not just this situation. Here we go. Ruprecht is caught out broadside and beaching. Ooh. Oh boy.
Well, Cody gets a couple hits on him, but Ruprecht beaching is kind of a concern.
Just a little bit.
And also, Gunmech, the Georgia, has decided he's going to stop now and reverse. Now, look at him stopping and reversing. He's looking at, and he spotted now, he's looking at Whooper's Atlantic, or at least that general vicinity. But he has no idea that there's a Massachusetts that has a full broadside on him right now. Look at this. Here it comes. Gunmech now recognizing the threat because the Massachusetts was spotted when he fired. He's returning the salvo.
Fires only 6K for that, but stuck.
Mm-hmm. Completely taking out his utility, in my opinion.
I mean, 4 out of 5 ships for SFSO cannot do anything on the C and the B cap.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is an all-in play.
Whooper needs to be going right. Do not get closer to your Massachusetts. Force this guy to give broadside to someone, and do not cross the center until you kill the Georgia. They do let SFSO cap A, but the Julio he's by himself. And look, Lennon in the middle. He could get crushed by the Georgia. The Georgia could murder him right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has the range. He doesn't have the range. Oh yeah, he does.
He's too busy looking at the Massachusetts and Atlantico. That's the biggest problem with maps like this, is that people get zoned in on their general area and they don't
Broadside Julio on Veribus Unitas.
Yep.
Shots.
Decent hits.
6K salvos. And then the rubric really loves these like 10-kilometer torps.
I mean, you know, if you gotta flaunt it, right?
Here we go. Lennon.
Oh.
Getting into position, firing HE. And the Georgia of Gunmech is shooting at the Frederick. They need to kill this Georgia. 2 tier 8s need to do some work here, because the Julio of Nova Random is dead. And these long-range torps are going to threaten.
They actually can, because they've been fired on the
hasn't moved.
Yep, they've been fired on the most stationary ship, who's also now showing a broadside to the Ruprecht, by the way.
Yeah.
And the Ruprecht sees this, and Gadunk. Not too much.
Natural dodge, natural torp dodge. Nope, one's gonna hit
on the belt. Now look at Lord Carey and the Julio. Why are you pushing?
I was wondering the same thing. He did realize that he would die there. He wanted to ram the Lennon. There goes the Julio. And now the Georgia of Gunmech has taken significant damage.
Yep.
But Atlantico, broadside of the Veribus Unitas, his secondaries are opening up. They have the Frederick and Lennon completely contained. They own A, these two own C, and you don't think about this often, but the Georgia can run behind this island.
Oh yeah, and I think that's his plan.
And should, yeah.
Which is kind of also sad to see, right? You got your top tier ship in this match running away. But Revenge, though, got a couple good salvos into Whooper.
If he drags these two...
Oh, totally.
Oh, he beached.
Or he can just turn prematurely. That's fine, too.
You can beach and back up. Keeping an eye on this Lennon. Torps out again from the Ruprecht. They're getting weird value from this, and Revolucia is steaming down the flank. Watch this Lennon. Keep your eyes on the Lennon, kids.
Mr. Well Done. So here's a question for you. Is it well done, or is it done well?
I mean, he's about to get done well.
That's why I'm asking.
So, their push. They pushed.
And I'm curious.
And they didn't overpush.
Oh,
there goes the Julio.
I mean, he just literally said, "Here, kill me." Why? I don't know.
They forced them into, but they forced DBFB into a broadside situation. There's only a minute left. Even if they kill the Georgia now, you've had 2 tier 8s going after this one guy for the entirety of the game.
Yep.
And even if they kill him, there's nothing they could do. So I'm going to confidently set the winner and the score.
If you zoom in on a ship, are you noticing it's kind of like janky?
like wobbly.
Yeah.
I've had that in replays. I haven't had
Okay.
it live.
I have that live right now if I'm zooming in on like the Octorev. I have no idea why that's happening. It's not happening to Whooper.
Are you doing it by eliminating the visibility of one side?
No, I just
Like zooming in.
I'm literally just scrolling up. Now I'm going up to Gunmex, Georgia, and it's nice and smooth. But if I go to...
It happens in replay. I've never seen it live.
Yeah, if I go to the Octorev, I mean, he's moving forward, backward, sideways a little bit, up, down. You know, it's like the game doesn't quite know what to do with him.
Well, 12 seconds. We can confidently say that SFSO's gonna win this one.
Mm-hmm.
With the... I mean, they at least brought the bulk of their forces to the better side.
Mm-hmm.
And the Georgia lived. There it is. And we move on to Polar.
That's right. Congratulations to SFSO. All right. Well, we've started. Would you like
I'm gonna hard pass on it's
same thing.
two tier 9s and how is this not being just crushed? That's all I have to say about this. Your move.
I mean, it's the same stuff. Now I do like seeing the Lenin all the way out on the flank, and if he's smart, he's gonna just go up the 10 line.
Ooh, this is the first time we've seen a Lenin here.
Uh-huh.
With Massachusetts Atlantico, normally they spawn together towards the 1-2. What? Okay, conspiracy theories. Did it make a dip? Did anyone leave the room
Why?
and come back?
Oh,
Because I've never seen a Lenin here.
I don't know, but he's throwing away that early good position
he is.
anyway.
He's going to the west.
So, guys, what I'm talking about is the Lenin we've talked about so many times. You have to be able to protect your sides. So if you start on the edge of the map, dude, that's
perfect.
great.
It's
The edge of the map
perfect.
is protecting your
It's
side.
awesome.
So you just keep moving on up, and you wait until about, let's say, Golf 10. And if nobody shows up at all by that point, you just turn and go right into C. Because at that point, the entire enemy team has gone over to the 2, 3, 4 line, and you can then use this island in C to protect you from the right side as you advance into C carefully. Cap it.
You now have the most ideal position in the game.
Then you move up to the middle island. Now you've got protection to your left, which is by then where most of your enemies are going to be. Pop out, take opportunity shots, back up if you need to. And then you
Look
can
at the angle that island at sea gives you.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah. And then
It's like a citadel-sized mountain that protects you too.
That's right. And then if the enemy has committed deep into the middle, well, you've got options. You can continue up to the next island north, or more likely, the next island, what is it, Echo 7, the top of Echo 7. Right there, boom.
This guy. And again, it gives you ideal angles, unless they've managed to push up a Whooper getting slapped for nothing.
Oh, he's getting
cross
whooped.
shots from the Georgia on the Frederick miss. Well, he's angling to the border. The border is your friend. You don't need to angle against it. And somehow the A team, who has funneled completely into one,
You hate to see it. Look at the Julio.
no random. Yeah. Why? You are angling against a ship that's not there to give broadside to the 3 ships that are there.
You know,
Don't keep going forward.
the other
Don't keep
thing
going
is-
forward, dude.
the other thing is, up until he shot first
Whooper
blood,
dies.
up until he shot, he was undetected. So, like, if you're gonna go into the cap like that and try to do
He
sneaky
just
sneaky
got cranked because he pushed up too
I
far.
know.
Look at this. Look at
through the uprights,
it's the one place you shouldn't be.
But what I'm getting at is like, if you are trying to cap someplace, the worst thing you can do is open up with your guns. Even if you don't get spotted when you shoot, you tell somebody, hey, there's somebody over this way.
Wait, what died? The
Julio on the other team.
Julio died. Yeah.
Yep.
And they've taken their tier 9s and they put them on both outside edges.
I like that.
DBFB
That's smart.
Is doing a horrendous job at covering their citadels.
But they can't because this map is so small.
Wrong side of the island. I mean, the Massachusetts needs to stop here. If you keep going forward, this happens.
Fido. Well done. Manages to take out the Octorev. So,
okay.
You know, that's
huge advantage. Now the Lenin you got to protect against the left. You go
Correct.
Here and you just crush the Georgia. Protect against the left, not the right. Don't stop broadside in open water.
Well,
There's still another tier 9.
He can actually stop right here just fine as long as he's not detected. But as soon as he fires, well, okay. The big thing is Gunmex Georgia.
Yep.
His Georgia is stationary right now because he's getting shots into Nova Random's Julio. So
who push forward again? You didn't learn the first time?
Yep.
Oh.
So
okay, he's
well done is at least going to be able to cap for free.
Yes.
Whether that's
huge.
Skill or not, it doesn't matter. He's getting it.
They've got the points. They got the points advantage. The Rubric still wants to launch 9,000 kilometer ranged torps.
Oof. Nova Random gets clocked by a Viribus. Austro-Hungarian Navy says hello.
And the Massachusetts is winning too hard.
I mean, is there any other way to win?
You're protecting against the Ruprecht, who cannot hit your citadel. Okay, you got a decent angle on the Georgia, but you're allowing the Viribus Unitus to potentially ram you.
Who just killed Nova Random, who was trying to cap B and get shot at the same time, which doesn't really work too well.
Lenin saves your life. Saves your life.
Nice cross shot by the Lenin.
And now it's down to the tier 9s.
So now what we need to see is a double teaming of Plasmatic.
I mean, there's 4 minutes. If the Georgia's running away from the Lenin, the game is over. Just don't let them murder your Massachusetts. And
Fido just took a hit.
Now.
Well, now,
You're dark. Stop charging.
It's time to stop. He's not.
You're charging into a torpedo secondary battleship. Oh, Lord.
Lenin has smartly reversed in that situation, though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. He's angled against the one ship that can shoot him.
Oh,
he
God.
doesn't have to kill him to win. Fidex is giving me emotional damage.
I mean, well, he's showing all the side.
To both tier 9 ships.
Why not?
At least you didn't charge in against the torpedo ship. We will count that as a W.
Broadside, best side, my friend.
Frederick should be moving forward here to force don't give the Ruprecht the ability to fire torps from both sides without having to maneuver.
Oh, big hit from the Georgia on Fido.
This Massachusetts is emotionally harming me.
And Kitten, you've been very quiet. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Dead Massachusetts. Rightly so.
You were saying? You were saying, sir?
Stop rewarding could-be bad behavior, Zath.
I know.
You should have died.
I know. Should have died. Didn't. And now Fido can just sit here. He can just pop the brakes.
Just bow tank. The Georgia ain't killing you in 2 minutes.
Look at this cap he's found. It's like, I'm taking this cap. Or not. Now the Lenin is coming up saying, go ahead and shoot me now.
Yeah, and you want him to.
Mm-hmm.
Massachusetts heals. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't.
He's getting his gun ready to do it. You can see it already.
He can die, but there's no reason to.
Ah, well. On the bright side, Gun Mech will save his star.
Sith, what I sent you was the extra tier 5 code for
Oh!
Sith.
Okay.
Big hit there from the Lenin on the Georgia, who just kept going broadside because why not? Fido detected now.
But it's the first time the double tier 9s
Have failed.
appropriately got punished.
And they got punished in such a terrible way that they shouldn't have failed.
Ay, 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 ay.
53 seconds to go. Some more big hits there.
As long as they all just don't die, which I don't think is possible, DBFB takes game 2. Much better play by the Lenin. He had an early advantage, didn't really maximize it, but he lived. As long as he lived, that's my standard. Okay, we will. Kudos to you, my friend.
Here comes the next salvo. Gonna send him.
Oh, big hits.
Nope.
Oh, doesn't matter. 16 seconds.
But wait, the Prince Idol's coming out to say, let me end this. Nope, he's sitting. Okay.
I'm gonna yell at Fidokes. You had won. You overcommitted. Don't win harder. Just win.
But he did win harder.
Winning is enough to win.
He won the hardest he could.
He really did. Like, well, no, he could have charged. He could have charged the Ruprecht and just got crushed. He at least pulled back on that.
No, but what I'm saying is, in that situation, he won, he took out a ship, and he survived. That's the hardest that you could possibly win harder with, right? Okay, here we go. For all the marbles, winner's bracket 7.1. Whoever wins this moves in.
Loser's bracket.
Loser's bracket 7.1, that's right. Can you imagine if we had to go 7.1 winner's bracket? Oh my god, all the teams. Anyways, so whoever wins this goes on to face DSNF in the loser bracket final. We have, for DBFB, Atlantico, Lenin, Frederick, Massachusetts, and Julio. What do you have for SFSO?
Yup.
Yeah, I know.
Same shit.
Hey, you know what? It worked once, so therefore it must work.
Well,
oh, by the way,
they're putting the Georgia in places it's supposed to go. I'll give them that.
For the amount that this Ruprecht likes to use torpedoes, I'm surprised he's using Aux Mod 1 instead of Main Armaments Mod 1.
Well, you still got a full secondary. Like, he likes long-range torpedoes.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones I hit, man. You account for every destroyer and cruiser player, and then the slow rolling line of torps are the ones I just slap into as a destroyer player. All right, okay, right off the bat for DBFB, I'm seeing them not put the Lenin where the Lenin goes.
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing them flank with their secondary, but not totally secondary ship. They're going to try and... So, from Alpha, you win through C. From Bravo, you win through AB.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say...
No team appears to be doing this.
I gotta see. Putting this Julio, Nova Random, in the middle of the map where everybody can just clock him.
Murdered.
I mean, it's great if he can find broadsides, but... And the other thing, too, well done going with this Lenin to a place where the island is protecting him from literally nobody because there's a mountain there. So... Actually, no, he's not. He's just going to sail in the direct middle of the channel where everybody can have a turn at him. Okay. I don't get it. I do not get it. And there's the GP vape right there, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not even a vape. That's just me fluster.
I thought you were rage vaping.
No. No. Okay, Lenin's spotted. He's broadside to the Georgia.
Not a problem.
If you're going full speed, not a problem because you get beyond the island fast enough. If you're going quarter speed, big problem.
Oh,
if you slow down, big problem.
I think I still need to...
Could be worse. There's
Hold up
some
that
Ruprecht torps.
sarcasm sign there.
Ruprecht is actually in trouble here. Oh, Whooper with... He's broadside to the Veribus Unitus. I mean, they've gone out of their way to use it. And look, they're putting the Frederick where the Lenin should go, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
The Georgia has stayed behind.
Well,
they're going to try and quick cap with the Julio for free.
He had...
And the...
Gunmech had shots. He had broadside shots. So, of course, he absolutely wanted to slow down and take advantage of those. Here's another shot coming in at Whooper's Atlantico.
There's islands. I'd like to point out that there's islands.
Yeah, well,
oh, God.
You know, Whooper doesn't need islands. He just needs to heal, and he's good.
I mean, if the weird thing about this is if he could get this corner of like this island he's going to, if he could keep going and edge that corner, he is...
I mean, he's fine right now. Just stop.
Well, I would say the Lenin needs to move to get a little bit more forward. But if Atlantic, if he edges if he goes like 2 more boat lengths up and takes this angle on the corner, he almost has accomplished what you actually try and do at sea, which is ending ground. They allowed the
sea cap.
Julio
Yep.
to cap.
Yep. But the Massachusetts is getting into C now, so that'll stop the point game. Look at Nova. Nova's going to cap B uncontested.
Well, and the question is going to be, what direction is he going to turn? You got to pick one. You are protected if you turn left. You are boned if you turn right. You are equally fucked if you slow down and don't turn at all.
Nice broadside on the Julio. But
the Georgia punish him.
And he's broadside to Lord Carey's Julio as well. And
Lord Carey capped C and backed out, and now the Massachusetts is capping it. They've capped A. They've capped B. The Lenin could actually back up here. This is a what are you going to do so moment. Mm-hmm. This irritates me. The Julio at B irritates me. Pick a side, dude.
I mean, I don't like that he jackknifes into the island, but I love the idea of, well, let's get use out of that tier 5. Veribus now coming in broadside to Whooper. Took a little pain, but he's going to try to dish some out with... Well, it's HE, so never mind.
And the Julio has backed up to shoot at the Ruprecht, but now you're broadside to him because you did an angle.
I mean, at this point of the tournament, there are some things he probably should have figured out by now. And
I wonder why that happened.
I have no idea how that happened, GP. No idea whatsoever. So let's go back to your discussion about right or left. He said, "Nope, I'm going to do the worst thing possible and just go straight, and then I'm going to back out just to tickle people more."
Lenin can punish the Ruprecht.
Dude, he was going broadside for a little bit there, and I'm surprised he turned back in. I'm happy he did for him.
The Ruprecht has an option here of going left in between these islands and getting the double torp. There you go, the Veribus. So
okay, now here comes the Ruprecht. Ruprecht's guns are not prepared. Atlantico is reloading. Ruprecht is going to come out, turn in front of the Lenin. There's the turn.
Oh no. Yeah, bounce, 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 bounce. There's the torps.
And Atlantico's now
he's going to make a turn. Who's over here? The Frederick. This is your shot. Don't pull out. And now Revolucia can ram Atlantico.
Yeah, I don't like that Whooper pulled up here. He should have stayed back to help double team Plasmatic Titan.
And he's got one more shot at him if his guns are turned.
Doesn't matter. That's
and they are.
They are. Too soon, Junior. Hit the bow.
Revolutia. You actually could just flat out kill him because he's near stationary broad.
You don't need
Cross
to.
shots, they don't need to ram. Well, I'm saying Whooper. They kill Whooper. When
Yeah.
You don't have to ram him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't have to ram because you got the
Yeah,
Georgia.
no need to ram. Yeah. Bounce. Oh.
I'm being told
Whooper,
that there's.
no!
I'm being told there's trains on this map, so I might have to just ignore the action and go look at trains.
I can. Oh, I thought this was a train. It's just a dark spot.
That's a
Dead.
dead whooper. And 2 minutes, it's time for the throw. Actually, well, that happened 20 seconds ago.
Like, yeah, no shit.
And look, the double tier 9 strat worked again.
You had a Lennon. You didn't put him in the Lennon spot. You sat him in the open. Oh, Frederick gets cranked.
I mean, he is a merc.
Ugh. Oi, 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 oi.
1 minute left. The throw intensifies. Or are we moving to counter throw now? I don't think
There's
there's.
no way you can throw this.
Life finds a way, GP.
No, there's not enough time for it.
We have
I'm
Prince
not
on
saying
Prince
it's not
action.
possible. There's not time for it.
And now it comes down to Solo Warrior time for Fido, who has managed to protect his HP up until this point. When you're the highest tier ship, last thing you need is to have the highest HP at the end of the game when everybody else around you is dead. 20 seconds left. I think I know who's gonna win this one.
I think I know who's gonna win too, Lord Zab.
So let's just go ahead and put that number in now.
I already did.
The nice thing is we don't have anywhere to go, really. We just kind of sit and wait for the next match to form up.
There it is.
And that what a
Wait.
sad ending too. No death pick.
I lied. Oh, don't. That's not BB rude. It's so. I just didn't hit apply. My fault.